Hello everyone, I welcome you all on my channel, The Rising You 717 Tarot. Today's reading is a full moon special reading. Because this energies, which is a full moon energy or a new moon energy, they have a prominent role in our life, especially with our emotional life. They play a prominent role. These energies play a very prominent role in our emotional life, like how are we feeling, how are we deciding, what is going on within ourselves. So we're gonna see what this full moon brings for you, what this full moon has in store for you for next 15 days or for the next 2 weeks. And we are also gonna see what are you letting go from your life. Full moon energy is about letting go from your life. So any of you who wants to let go something from your life now, this could be addiction or a fear or a doubt, anything. This is a very prominent time that you can practice letting go. If any of you want to know how to follow the full moon ritual for letting go, then you please let me know in the comment box and I will bring the video related to that. Now, without making any further delay, let's get started. So a current energy that I'm picking up here is a feeling of loneliness, feeling of hurt, um, or tiredness. So few people here are emotionally tired, emotionally disbalanced, emotionally feeling really lonely and alone, and they don't find anybody who they can discuss or have a conversation with, a real conversation. So you maybe have a feeling of a lack here, where you think that you do not have anybody in your life that you can speak to, or the past that has happened where you had a heartbreak, or a kind of a moments where things felt really uncomfortable in your relationship, in your surroundings, anything that has happened in the past. It keeps popping up in your life, it keeps popping up in your mind, and that drains your energy, emotional, that drains the whole energy from you. And then you start to feeling very low, don't feel like getting up from the bed, don't feel like working, don't feel like doing anything fun. For some, I see here that they are physically drained. You have done a lot in the past, or maybe you're doing too much in your life, handling the office, handling the home, handling the kids. For some people, I see here some sickness, that you're going through a phase where you don't feel a lot of energy in you, or you are recovering from any illness, or a kind of you're in that phase. I see, physical tired, physically unwell, and coming out of like cough, cold, fever, or something like that. So this is your kind of energy, then this reading is for you. Double confirmation. Four is the number I see here. So 4 could be your date of birth, or in the month of April. Something is prominent here, 4. So if that is your kind energy, I see you have decided to let go of all those fears, all those doubts from your life, all those heavy feeling from yourself. You have decided that I'm not gonna let myself be so vulnerable or be so weak emotionally, and you have decided that I'm going to let go of everything that is not serving any purpose in your life, and all the darkness, all the moments that brings darkness in you, that brings emotional darkness in you, that you're trying to let go of that. Any kind of addiction you had, like scrolling too much on the phone, or being on the phone too much, or dependence on the technology too much, any kind of addiction it is, I think you have decided to let it go from your life. So I see you're removing the darkness from your life, so that is going away. And all the self negative talk that you had in your life, that for example, you, because of some arguments in the past or because of some betrayals in the past, you have started believing that they might be talking about me like this, they might be manipulating other people like this, they think I am this and that. You have decided that you will not let all those self negative talk take over you. So I see that kind of a feeling, that kind of a decision you're taking, and you're letting go of all the wrong things from your life, all the negative things, all the limiting beliefs from your life. Also, I see that all this while you were low on affection. Now this could be from your side to other people, that because of the past betrayals or past because of the past moment, past arguments, past unfaithfulness, um, you stopped loving, you stopped believing in love. So now I see you letting go of that from your life. You are starting to think that love is possible, and you can find love in your life and you can be loving to others. Or maybe because of those past moments, you were not talking nicely to other people, you were not connecting with other people, you were not not having any conversation, not having fun in your life, staying alone, feeling loneliness. So I think you have decided to let go of those stuff also, and again you're planning to come out in light, finding some connections, meeting your friends, talking to your family members. So I see that you are letting go from your life. um what is this energy is bringing in your life is newness. Once you let go of anything that was not serving any purpose, I see a childlike energy in you. So this full moon can bring a lot of happiness on your face. You're starting fresh, you're feeling fresh, because you have decided that, okay, whatever happened was the past. I'm not going to spoil my present. So that decision of yours is because of this full moon energy. So I see that um, you know a, a happiness in your eyes, a happiness in your surrounding. You're starting to again feel yourself, you're again starting to feel like yourself, like a child having fun. You're trying to come out of those dark energies and beginning to feel yourself, beginning to express yourself in this world. I also see that this full moon is bringing you a kind of a confidence in you, the confidence that you are having. This confidence is a kind of a power to you. This power is about not letting yourself getting affected by anyone's behavior. So you have decided that you are taking that control over your life, and you are stopping to be, you are stopping yourself from being affected by others' words, other opinions, their judgment, the way they behaved. So I think you are taking the power back. You're getting your power back. Okay, and any confusion that you had, you're removing all the confusion from your life, and you are being so confident. This also brings a lot of, so everything is all about, it's everything is coming new. So I think you're removing the old self of yours and bringing the new thing in your life. So that is happening. Page of Cups confirms about a lot of love coming to your life, a new love coming to your life, because you have a new kind of expressive, you're becoming a little expressive, you started to express your emotions, you have started to have a conversation with other people. This is some specific message that is coming up. If you had any betrayal in your love life, in your relationship, in your married life, or anything that has happened in the past which was not comfortable, which was kind of unfaithfulness, and because of that thing you have stopped talking to other people, meeting another people, believing in the love, you stopped believing in the love and relationship. I see that is coming back in your life. So I see a new beginning in love, a new beginning in confidence in yourself, a new beginning of energy, kind of a very very childlike, innocent, genuine energy here. So either that kind of a person coming in your life. So I see that is happening in your life. I'd like to take one message from my oracle deck. What do you need to hear right now? Got it. Of course, it is normal to have your walls up after being hurt, but after a while, your walls may be keeping you out just what you may need to heal. Take a chance. Yes, this is a very fitting message coming up here. Very, very, very confirming message here. So, this is what I was talking about, so that you're coming out of that energy, that past energy, that betrayal energy, that unfaithfulness, that sadness, that alone, that loneliness. You're coming out of that, and also know that you are being protected. Now, if you had a feeling that what if this person also be like that, or this relationship also leave me, like, for sometimes what happens in our life, that if few people leave us and go, um, sometimes it's our friends, sometimes it's our family members, when they leave us and go, and you are not expecting that, and something unexpected happens in your life, you stop to believe everybody, and you start to doubt every relationship, thinking that what if they will also leave me. So believe me here, that this is a very confirming message coming up here, that you're protected, you're guarded. And it's okay to guard yourself from the people who have betrayed you, but at the same time, you have to do not leave your faith and believe that in this world and in this universe, good people also exist, and good relationship also exist. So forget and forgive the people who have betrayed you, and welcome and have faith for the people and relationship that is coming in your life. So expect a new beginning in your love life, expect new beginning in your new beginning in your um, emotional life. At the same time, welcome the new energy that is coming in your life due to this full moon. So this full moon is bringing a lot of positivity in your life. So welcome that, accept it, and do not leave it. I would also like to see if anybody of you were manifesting anything or had a wish for when it is coming true. So let's see what is when it is coming. So many cards fell. I'm gonna pick one. Let's see when it is happening. December. Beautiful. So any question you had related to anything of your wish, any wish or any manifestation, know that it's coming true, and it's coming true in the month of December. Yes, that's a very beautiful card here. So yeah, this was your reading. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe my channel if you liked it, and I will see you all in my next reading. Till then, take care of yourself, and I love you all.